Last month I ran my first official half marathon in my old, cheap, worn-out shoes, finishing in 2 hours and 17 minutes. Yesterday, I bought these expensive running shoes designed specifically for performance. So I decided to test how much of a difference they can actually make. And the results blew my mind. I love my old Decathlon running shoes. I ran hundreds, if not thousands of kilometers in them over the past 4 or 5 years. But even the best things have their limits. But finally, I think I have found what I was looking for. So let's put these new shoes to the test and see whether they can actually increase my speed, and by how much. The test is simple. Same distance, same runner, just 1 month older, same fitness level, different shoes. Can I beat my record? To be honest, I didn't expect much going into this experiment. The internet claims that good running shoes can increase performance for an amateur runner by up to 4%. In my case, that would mean going from 2:17 to 2:14 for the half marathon. Not exactly something to get overly excited about. And to make things worse, I ran this time on pretty tired legs, so I thought that even matching my previous time would be a good result. But after just a few kilometers, I started to get excited.
I'm definitely running faster, but at the same time, I'm completely out of breath. The jumping feeling, spring feeling of the new shoes makes me want to run faster, but I'm not sure it actually improves the running economy. So I have doubts I can keep this pace until the end of 20k. Halfway mark. I'm starting to feel a little heavy in the legs, but overall I'm much faster.
The main difference I noticed right away between the old shoes and the new ones was the cushioning. It pushes you up like a spring. This has two effects. It makes you want to run faster, and it reduces the shock on your knees when you land, which also allows you to be more aggressive with your running form. By 15k, my pace started to slow down noticeably, but I was still excited, so I decided to push through the final kilometers, and that's when I finally blew up. I tried to push harder, but I kept getting slower and slower. Sweat was pouring into my eyes and I could barely see. My face was aching from the salt. My calves felt like they were about to cramp. At some point I started to silently repeating the verse from Philippians 4:13 just to keep moving. And I kept running until the end.
I'm tired.
Honestly, if I had started slower and ran smarter, I probably could have finished with an even better time. But even as it was, I was shocked by the result. I still can't believe that simply changing shoes could have such a huge effect. So I made a list of all the factors that could have influenced the result of both races. Let me know which one you think contributed the most. And now it is time for the final result. 1 month ago, I ran my first official half marathon in 2 hours, 17 minutes and 28 seconds, at an average pace of 6:32 per kilometer. Today, in my new shoes, I ran the same distance in 2 hours and 15 seconds at an average pace of 5:42 per kilometer. That's more than a 17-minute improvement. In relative terms, I was 12% faster in the new shoes. This is a mind-blowing result. I ran a half marathon at a faster pace than I could run a 10K before. And what's even more ridiculous, my slowest split at the end, when I felt like I was dying, when I almost gave up and stopped, was still faster than the average pace of my half marathon last month. Now this really makes me wonder whether I can aim for a sub 4-hour marathon next year in my new super fast running shoes.